You had one pipe too many, bro.
No, I'm getting crucified. And there's this big fucking lens that just keeps zooming in on me.
Yeah.
Their reaction to documenting horror precipitates Kevin's decline, Greg's kind of increasing inurement, which destroys his relationship with Robin. If we don't see the horror that they're documenting, we're not going to understand why it affected them so badly.
One of the things that I've been really excited about while making this movie have been the fact that I have never seen this on film before. I've never seen a white guy wander into a world like this and be so affected and witness and be such a, direct witness to some of these events that otherwise white people would not have cared about. It's very easy for people to disregard the plight of someone who doesn't look like them.
It was a very brutal war. It was vicious, violent, and I think that, it became endemic, and there was no ways they could do it for so long and remain untouched by it. Kevin found impossible to deal with in the end, and Greg almost found impossible to deal with, and so it's a very sort of subjectively driven style of storytelling.
Kev has passed, as everyone knows, and so it's incredibly, there's the fine line is of what you choose to play and be remembered as. Like, I know everyone remembers the drugs and that he committed suicide, and the picture and the pressure and everything else that was so enveloping within himself. But I concentrated, and I hope it comes out, that he was very moment to moment, and he was very, enigmatic. People love to be around Kev. I really want his smile to come on, and those kind of things in the life that he really did breathe. The passion, he was an artist, and I want to bring that as much as the drugs and everything else.
Taylor Kitsch is, he's extraordinary.
Get the long lens, bro. This stuff only looks good up close.
He has a kind of a physicality which, you can watch all day long.
The filming experience is really fantastic. It's one of my favorite films. And I guess because it's the first true story that I get to do.
I read the script and I couldn't put it down. It was really well written, and the story was so intriguing. I immediately went online and then got to know who the 뱅뱅클럽 was, and then immediately recognized the photographs that these guys had taken.
When you get started in this, you go through a lot of tough times and tough goes, and it's these roles that really is why you do it.
To be part of something like this was definitely a draw card.
You don't take this job or pursue this type of work unless it means something to you. There's many other easy films to make.
I think everyone's really passionate about it. Everyone feels the same way. They all want to do it justice and really give this story the power that it deserves.
He gives him the photographs, and if he testifies, the next day in every township, on every street, we're all targets.
Yeah.
Every single one of us. I learned so much from looking at his photographs, the way Ken looked at life. Then, of course, spent time with Joao Silva, the real Joao Silva, and with Greg Marinovich, and just asked them straightforward questions about Ken. And then sometimes I'd slip in a question when they didn't expect it, and they would give me an answer. And it was interesting because Joao had a way of looking at Ken, and Greg had a way of looking at Ken. And then I was very fortunate to speak to Ken's older sister, Athelay, and what's Connell is his younger brother. And just speaking to them, and Athelay's son, Robbie, spoke to them, and they gave me also another perspective of who Ken was. And then you take all of this information and you translate it into a performance.
There was a day in which the real Robin Comney came to set, and she was very close to Ken Osterbrook. She took one look at Frank Rautenbach and wept, because she said it was like watching him walk again. It was like watching him live again. And I don't know that you can pay an actor